could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart.
Hi friends, welcome back. This is my very first bullet journaling video I think I've ever done. I actually have not done a bullet journal in almost 6 years. I originally entered the world of planning with bullet journals and I loved it, but I got curious and so I strayed into other planners and other planning methods, but now I'm back and I'm ready to get back into bullet journaling. I miss how flexible it is because you can change how you're planning based on what your current needs are. And I love that about bullet journals. It's also an opportunity to just be creative and express yourself. So on my cover page, I decided to go with a moon theme with florals. That's something that I'm very into and I have been into for a while now. So I thought I would carry that into 2021 with me. So I did a moon, like a crescent moon, and some hand-drawn flowers, and then just 2021. And then I'm going in with the Ecoline watercolor markers, or in other words, brush pens. I didn't really like how the gray laid down here on the moon, but it's okay. I mean, this is an Archer and Olive notebook, and I just don't feel like watercolor type materials lay down on the page very well. They don't spread like they would on other paper, but it is kind of fun sometimes to have that streaky markery look. I do enjoy that sometimes, so that's what I'm going with for now. I do go back in later, you'll see, with a paintbrush and some water to just try and smooth it out and make it look a little more watercolory, which I'm not sure how successful that was. But then it ultimately ended up deciding to go in with a pen and draw some cute little leaf doodles on the moon, and I really like how that turned out. So after I did the cover page, the next step in the bullet journaling adventure is to do the index. I know when I bullet journaled previous to this, I didn't really end up using the index, but that is something I want to correct. It does make it easier to find things once you are getting like close to halfway or 3/4 into your notebook. It can get really tricky finding spreads or layouts that you did that you need to refer back to. So I am going to try and force myself to use an index this year. I'm just carrying the peony flower aspect of the cover page through to the other pages of my yearly setup, and so I just did a little box with the word index in it and then the peony flowers on either side, and that's pretty much it for the index. I mean, it's pretty basic, and then I'll go in and fill it out later as I'm using the bullet journal. I'm giving myself about 2.5 pages for that, and then writing that title for the future log actually down at the bottom of the next page, and then the future log will start on the next spread. And I just did the same exact style. I wanted it to be very cohesive and consistent, and I'm using these same pink, green, and gray colors for the entire yearly bullet journal setup. So here's my future log. I kept it really simple. I did the year at a glance little boxes. One thing that I really love to do so I don't misnumber is I go down and do an entire column of one day, starting with 1. So I go 1, 8, 15, 22, 29, and then I will write the last day of the month so I know where it ends, and then I go in and fill out the rest of it. And that way I don't end up accidentally misnumbering because I have that column of numbers that anchors me, so that I don't get off track, because that is something that I really struggle with. I don't know if you struggle with that when you're trying to fill out like a monthly calendar with putting the wrong number on the wrong day. So my future log is cute. I just kept those pink and green colors, and it's really simple. I might go back and doodle it a little more later, but for now I just wanted to keep it basic. My next page is the goals page, and I do have some goals in mind, but I'm not quite ready to write them down yet. Maybe in a few days. I don't want to write it down and then change my mind, so I'm still thinking about that one, but I separated it into 6 categories. And same thing, did the same exact box style at the top with the peony flowers, same colors, and then I left room at the bottom of the page for the word of the day.
I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in 2 separate worlds. Come on back to me, say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go.
So after I finished my goal page, I just made this quick little Patreon page on the other side so that I can write down my plans for future Patreon themes. I've already got quite a bit planned out, so I'll be filling that in soon, but it's secret. So for right now, we're just going to turn the page and get going on our next spread, which is actually going to be pretty specific to me. Although if this is one of your hobbies, you might find this helpful and interesting as well. I actually decided I wanted to include a houseplant like care guide at the front of my planner. You know, all things considered in the year 2020, I was home a lot. I needed a new hobby to kind of keep me sane, and I really got into plants. And it started with this one really cute little dwarf jade plant that someone actually gave me for Mother's Day a few years ago, and I managed to keep it alive for a couple of years. So I thought, hey, maybe I might be able to venture out and try keeping some other plants alive. And then the collection just quickly grew from there, and I think over the last 4 months I've gotten like 15 new plants, and they're all still alive, so that's good. I just put a little section for the name of the plant, its watering needs, light needs, and then a note. And then I did a cute little doodle for each plant, just so I could identify it easily, and just for fun and cuteness, and just keeping track of everything. So I'll just show you a quick overview of what I did. You don't have to watch me do all of that. It actually took me a while to fill it all out, but it was very calming and relaxing, which is another thing that I really love about bullet journaling. So that is basically it as far as my yearly setup for 2021. Thank you for joining me, and if you are bullet journaling, I am excited to be doing that along with you this year. And if you know what your word of the year is, I would love to hear it, because I haven't figured mine out yet. So leave that in the comments below. Like or subscribe if you felt like this was interesting or entertaining at the very least, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.